London indie underground, 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 London indie underground. London indie underground, 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 London indie underground with your host Sarah. London indie underground, 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 London indie underground with your host Sarah. Music for your needs with great personalities, bringing all whack bands in the land to all broadcasting you straight live from the fall. London indie underground, 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 London indie underground with your host Sarah. London indie underground, 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 London indie underground with your host Sarah. Burke, that is.
My name is not Sarah. My name is Jimmy. And thank you for tuning in to the London Indie Underground. This is, apart from our podcast, as some of you may have seen this past weekend of September 1st with the Salads, this is our first of many indie streams where we're looking to support you, the local musician in and around the area. And tonight we're going to be featuring some bands out of London, perhaps a couple out of Toronto, maybe a few in and around the area. But first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody that sent in tracks. I've received an enormous amount of emails from different bands in and around the area and internationally. Bands looking for some support and want us to crank their songs, and we're more than happy to do that. So if you want to send us some tracks, what you need to do is log on to the old interwebs, go to your email, and send an email to londonindieunderground@hotmail.com. Attach your nice little track, and send them off to us so we can play them and support you. So, once again, my name is Jimmy James. Normally this podcast is hosted by Sarah Burke from FM 96. However, she's only part of our live events. As for our stream, it's going to be myself and a revolving door of guest hosts. And today that door happened to swing open for my good buddy, Mr. Gary Begner. Gary, how are you?
Doing well, Jim. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for bringing me this coffee.
No problem.
I got to tell you, I'm feeling like balls. And I had a rant the other day about balls, about how everybody seems to me that balls seem to be the personification of everything bad, at least from my perspective. And I got to say, I could not think of a better word to describe how I'm feeling right now. With that said, we plunder on, and so excited that you could join us. So what have you been up to, Gary?
Well, first off, just want to clarify, I won't be plundering any balls tonight. Secondly, not much, working, doing a lot of screen printing. That's what I do with the in the city, as it were. Doing a lot of screen printing for bands and businesses and hockey teams. We're going to be thrown to sports in a little bit, probably. Weather and sports. Yeah?
That comes up on the 20 after the hour, so
okay.
You're a bit early.
Damn. So that's what I do, But I've been doing that, traveling, getting around, checking out music, all the good stuff that we like to do, as it were.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem.
Gary and I got a bit of history together for a short time there. I joined Gary's band. He has a band out of Oshawa, kind of the precursor for some of the movement that came out of the Ajax, Oshawa area during the 90s, right, Gary?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
The band's called Lame, kind of a pop-punk band, and I had the privilege of jamming out with you guys, which was tremendously fun, and hoping, obviously, still to be able to do something with you guys.
Yep. Cool. That's at some point when I get my shit together. Yeah.
Also joining us on the couch is my good friend and yours, Mr. Carter Zinn, who plays in a band with me with Surrounded by Water. Now, unfortunately, Carter doesn't have a microphone, but he's going to be adding the peanut gallery effect in the background. But here you go, Carter.
I am the guy on the couch.
He's holding down the couch. Good job, buddy. So, send us your tweets. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? You can tweet us at London_indie_UG. You want to get in the conversation, you can also use a hashtag. We got one of them. We figured out the Twitter. We know what's up. And it's hashtag LIUG. Obviously, London Indie Underground. Pretty straightforward.
No topic off... just anything you want.
If you want to talk about balls, Gary is the ball. No, I'm just kidding. He's not really a ball aficionado. But
No. Pucks, sure.
Pucks?
I'm good with pucks.
Good with pucks. All right.
Canadian kid, good with pucks. It's all good.
Right on. All right. So listen, I know some of you rather. Told you, not feeling it. Some of you turned into our podcast there September 1st, which is our inaugural podcast with the Salads, which some of you may know, and those of you that don't know, you need to get in the know. Some fantastic human beings. And they were gracious enough to come down and be a part of our first event. And those of you that were in attendance will know these guys really know how to throw a party. It was unbelievable. And during that time, here at where we're broadcasting from, actually, is the Vault Recording Studio, just East London on Adelaide. I managed to capture the whole night and recorded everything. And tonight, we're going to segue into our first little bit of music here. We're going to spin some of the audio from that night. It's going to be the debut of some of the podcast stuff that we recorded with the Salads. There's one track in particular I thought was pretty unbelievable. They do, those of you that know the Salads know that they are big Van Halen fans. Huge. I mean, I'm sure Darren would strap on, the rhinestones and, he would use, 10 cans of hairspray or whatever, tease his hair up like a mofo. But, yeah, certainly huge fan of the band, and they treated us with this little number here. So, first track you're going to hear is from the Salads, a bit of a montage, but we'll talk about it after this. So check it out. Let us know what you think.
Tell you what, it's time to bring it up a little bit higher for a minute here. It's time to do something magical.
It's time to slow dance again.
Time to slow dance, so grab your partner. Dennis is your boyfriend here?
Don't show us the finger you fucked him with.
It's okay, Dennis.
Was there something on your finger you're trying to show me?
It looks brown.
I'm not jealous, Dennis. Don't worry. I'll be okay.
I don't want to see Dennis naked. Oh, maybe I do.
It's okay.
This one goes out to the Beatles and John Lennon, but mostly Van Halen and David Lee Roth. Are you ready? I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest around, and I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Now can you see me standing here? I got my back against a wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you see. Now can you see what I mean? Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump.
It's got nice.
Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Get it, jump. Imagine a jump. Oh, hey, you who said that? Baby, how you been? Say you don't know, you won't know until you begin. Now can you see me standing here? I got my back against a wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you see. Now can you see what I mean? Might as well jump. Whoa, go ahead and jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Get it and jump. Imagine a jump. That's right. Imagine a jump. Imagine a jump like a jump like the Wrath Kung Fu right up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Peace. We'll see you again soon. Let the party continue. Yes, sir. This is the Rock Cobra. Ha, ha.
the other finger right now because I'm holding the CD, but 3 sets from the Salads. And to finish this night off right, by the way, come back next month. We've got an announcement of who will be playing live here at the London Indie Underground podcast next month, as well as an announcement about streaming. You can hear all the London acts at one time.
So I've been asking indie bands to send in your tracks because we're going to be doing some indie streams during the week. We'll post a schedule. We want to play you. Send in your tracks. We want to support you. If I could take a second if I could. Thank you so much to the Salads, gentlemen. Wow, unbelievable band. Nice curtsy.
Only four.
And Sarah, I'd like to thank you for helping me with this.
Only 4 bars of dub
You've been
reggae,
so sweet.
Darren.
Thank you.
You know, the Salads, they do a good job. Paul St. Laurent, my new friend, does a good job. You do a good job. Let's all do a good job again sometime.
Let's all do a good job. We're
There's
just
a
a bunch of
break.
cool people doing a good job.
We'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
Before I give this back to you, thank you, Chuck, Dave, Darren, and Darren from the Salads. Now finish this night up right and play the damn theme song.
It's all our pleasure.
Right.
Thanks to everyone here tonight. We've never done this live, but what a suitable time to do it.
It's only 4 bars, brother.
It is. It's a quick one.
It's only 4 bars, so short.
Wow, what a party.
It was gold.
Oh, man, unbelievable time. You were here, Carter.
Yes, I was enjoying the time with the Salads.
Absolutely. Great dudes. And so what you heard there was obviously Van Halen Jump leading into Salads Classic, The Roth Kung Fu, and then obviously a little tribute to Sarah. And then the London Indie Underground theme song, which is coincidentally written by the Salads, which you heard right off the top. So so awesome. So we'll be spinning some new Salads a little bit later on. Those are my boys. Got to support. They got a new album out. It's called Music Every Day, which actually you can stream right now through their website, www.thesalads.com. And it is also available for purchase through their website. So make sure you support your indie bands. And although they are not from this area, they are definitely London's favorite party band and been coming around here for years and years and years. So once again, I just want to thank them for all the support for London Indie Underground. Darren, Mr. D. Dumas, is one talented artist who's done up a lot of the graphics for me, for my posters, for my Twitter icons, for my cards that you see up on the screen right now. He's really been a great support, so so thanks, brother. So I'm going to kind of segue into a bit of shameless self-promotion because it is my podcast and I can do that. And I own this. And once again, my name is Jimmy James. We're broadcasting live from the Vault Recording Studio here in fabulous London, Ontario. So Carter.
Yes.
Talk to me.
About what exactly, sir?
So,
excuse me, I'm trying to get my radio voice right. Is this correct? Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying not to choke over here, so this coffee is delicious. So Carter and I represent two fourths, or one half, the common denominator of the not 5/8. That'd be weird. It's a big band. So we represent one half of Surrounded by Water. We've been playing around these parts here for, actually, Carter, we just hit a milestone, didn't we?
You're correct, sir.
So what was that?
September 10th was 11 years. Unbelievable to actually think about that we've been together around as a group in one iteration or another for over a decade. That's unreal.
Now, those of you that don't know, the original Surrounded by Water, it's gone through, various different permutations, and different members have cycled through the band. But the existing group now, which is comprised of myself, Carter, and BJ Peters, and our singer / bass player Moss Beckman. How long have we been doing this now, Carter?
It's got to be 3-4 years, I guess. Just us, the four of us, maybe only 2. It's hard to keep track of these things. People come and go. Different ideas come and go. But I think by far this is the strongest group we've had so far, just in terms of creativity and strength in music. We seem to have a good idea where we're going right now. And, just gold. Gold, man. Gold,
Jerry. I agree with you, Carter. And we've been really fortunate, actually, in London to have a lot of support, especially from our local radio station, FM 96, and the Indie Show, which up until recently was hosted by Andrea Dunn. A little bit in limbo right now. We don't know what's going to happen with it, because those of you who know that Andrea has moved over, I believe, to 103.9. She's the morning host now. So we'll see what happens with the Indie Show, but certainly they've been a great support of ours, been banging our tunes, and it's been some time since we played around here. What have we been up to?
Lots of writing, man. Lots of ideas coming down the pipe. Some new stuff. We never really want to stagnate in any kind of sound. That's one of the things that we're really about, is trying to be original. We have lots of influences, lots of different kinds of sounds coming through, but we never really want to do the same thing twice. It's all been done.
I hear you, man. I hear you. We got a couple of new songs in the hopper right now. We've been doing some pre-production for some new tracks, and we're going to be coming back strong. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we're going to spin a track here. Once again, shameless self-promotion. Surrounded by Water. This is our song for a video that we recently produced for a song called Hypercritical. What can you tell us about that, Carlos?
The amazing Rob Butterwick. This guy has some vision. Him and the whole Apollo X Productions crew, they really stepped up for us. They loved the track initially, and they just jumped right all over it. He had the concept in mind and just the plan to get it all done. And just in terms of locations and just concept overall, this guy really helped us out huge. We cannot thank that crew enough for what they did, and the end product just turned out amazing. Jim, I don't know about you, man. It was every bit as cool, and probably 100% cooler than I thought it was going to turn out.
We love you, Rob. We love your balls. We love Mirdad too. Mirdad is the director of photography, and you can actually go and check out our video. I would be streaming it for you, but today's podcast is strictly audio. And if you go to, again, back onto the interwebs, www.youtube.com/SBW band, and you can check out for our video for Hypercritical.
As well as some live stuff, too. Right here in the vault, we've got some live takes, too.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call. So anyway, here we go. Surrounded by Water, Hypercritical on London Indie Underground.
Effortless, get caught up.
So that was Surrounded by Water with Hypercritical here on the London Indie Underground. Pretty heavy stuff.
Pretty awesome stuff.
I dig it. Of course I would dig it. I played it.
Yeah, but nothing says I have to dig it, and I dig it, so...
Oh, well, thanks, man.
Slapping it down.
I'm picking it up. All right, Gary, so let's chat. So off the top, we talked a little bit about what you did, not only as a musician, but obviously as a scene supporter. Do you want to talk to us a bit about your screen printing company?
Sure. I run a small business called Shirt for Brains. That's right. Drop the R. You get it. Anyway, Shirt for Brains custom screen printing. And, basically when I started doing it, I was doing it a long time ago for the band that I was in when I was living in Oshawa, because touring and everything else, really, the reality of it is, as much as we all wax poetic about it, the romantic idea of being on the road with your buddies, really, when you're there, it's not so fucking romantic. Showing up to a gig, you play, the place is packed, the owner gives you some bullshit story about how you didn't make that much money, da-da-da-da-da, here's $100, even though you're stuck in, fucking tit-fuck, Saskatchewan or whatever, and you're screwed. So you have to make money on merch. You have to make money on your CDs. And I got to the point that we were getting shirts made all the time, and they were costing us a ton. We were getting all these fancy designs, and we were, next thing you know, you have to sell them for $20 just to try and make money, to put the money back into the gas tank, to cut even. It just got stupid. So, I learned how to screen print myself and started doing it that way. And then to help out bands, I started cutting the guys like back in Oshawa, started helping them out by saying, let's do this cheap and getting them going. And then they could basically take the profit and put it into recording and kind of get that stuff going, or buy gear, whatever they need to do to kind of build up. Then when I toured for a while, and on my last tour I came home and got massively depressed about everything that happens with music, because you think everything's going well, and then the next right turn you make is somebody screwing you or whatever. It's the industry.
Music is your bitch lover.
Totally. Hence why I still play today. But anyways, yeah. So we moved to London and kind of was doing that, and kind of just got the itch to print again. And it was more just for doing stuff for myself. And I did some stuff here and there for some guys at work and for my own stuff. And I did some stuff for you guys earlier on, the infamous Sharkfish shirts.
Yeah, they were awesome, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
And then since then I've just been trying to help out as much as I can. So it's one of those things. If it's a band that's trying to get going, like I sponsor a few bands, like when I did with you guys. It's like, we'll make the shirts and you sell them and then pay me later after you made your money. I do that with another band called the Dyadics, which are pretty cool, 2-man band, but they sound like 9 million guys.
Yeah, we're going to be listening to them a little bit later on, actually.
Yeah, pretty funky cool. But I just do that, and I try and help out, and that way, I get it. We're in a shit time right now in life. Like jobs are scarce. Nobody wants to pay you for the work that you do. I don't know how many times I've put an ad up on Kijiji or something to help somebody out, and somebody will email me saying, you get a promo going like, 165 for this many shirts, and you get that guy. You all know him if you deal with Kijiji and Craigslist, but you always get that one fucking guy. Dude, I'll give you $75. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just pay for all your shit myself then. How's that going? So anyways, yeah, so that's what I do. I try and do cheap promos to help guys out. And it's really, for us, it's all about helping the bands kind of realize that your merch is where you can make back the money that you're not making at gigs nowadays. Because a lot of bar owners aren't paying for original acts anymore, though. And I hate to be that guy, but they're going to pay cover bands, and fuck cover bands, really. If I wanted to hear Nickelback, I would throw up, But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. Like, if I want to hear Zeppelin, I'm going to go hear Zeppelin. I'll listen to Zeppelin at home. I don't want to see some guy that's, I don't know, my age, wearing leather pants, thrusting his cross, pretending to be Robert Plant.
Probably a crack.
Yeah, but I can do that on YouTube. And there's so many great things, like even like the vault here, right? You could probably take an old mix and beef it up a bit, and make it sound like 9 million times better than the original. So you've got that. So when I go see a band, I want to see. I want to see a band, like I want to be blown away by what's new and what's coming up.
So are you saying I should like remix some Led Zeppelin and like send it back to them and try to make some money off of that? Is
Totally.
What you're saying?
Big
Man,
beats.
because I tell you, that wasn't part of my business plan, but you got me thinking.
Yeah, big fat beats, some Zeppelin dance. Bring a little Skrillex into Zeppelin.
Yeah.
The kids will love it, Yeah.
Dubstep
Dub
Zeppelin.
Dub Zeppelin. Fuck, it's huge. You heard it here first. Copyright.
Right
yeah,
on.
So that's what we do, and yeah, I'm still playing, still writing, but as Jim says, music is my bitch lover, and we're not talking right now.
Okay, then. Well, Gary, I hope that first off, that's awesome. I mean, anybody out there that's looking for band gear, T-shirts, that sort of stuff, this is the man you want to talk to. And believe I can tell you from experience and having worked with him, consummate professional. Great prices, great product. Make sure you hook up with this guy. How can they reach you again?
www.shirtforbrains.ca or Gary@shirtforbrains.ca.
Awesome.
And that's Gary with one R.
Well, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, no problem.
These two would have been gay.
That's correct.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. No, of course not.
Hence why I'm not the ball master.
It remains to be seen.
4.
All right, so we're going to segue here. I know, have you guys been to the fair yet this year?
No.
No?
Can I tell you something about the fair?
Yeah.
I don't go to the fair. Nothing against London's fair. But when I go to the fair, I just get depressed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too emo for this world. But I go to the fair, and I see people getting all excited. Like, a friend of mine was telling me a story that she was in Value Village the other day, and she saw somebody buying a new outfit for the fair. And she was quite boisterous about she's buying this new outfit for the fair. And it just hurt, kind of makes, kind of just goes, oh, well, this is the big event. And that just kind of makes me say there's so much more to life. So that's just my own personal opinion from Shirt for Brains, Gary. But everybody else enjoy the fair. You can eat chocolate-covered bacon, from what I understand. I don't know bacon.
Chocolate-covered bacon?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Really?
Seriously.
So, Carter, you need to do a chocolate bacon run.
Chocolate
bacon. Chocolate bacon. I'll put in on that. I mean, I've heard of deep-fried Snickers, but chocolate bacon?
Yeah, it's like...
God damn.
It's like fried bacon. They dip it in chocolate and put it on a stick, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people raving about the chocolate-covered bacon.
And dying.
And all of those people are rather large.
Wow. I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm. So anyways.
So, well, the reason I ask is, obviously, good local contingent this year on the roster for bands for the fair.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those bands is actually going to be playing tomorrow night at 6 p.m., and they are Two Crown King. I don't know if you're familiar with them, Gary, but they've been around these parts for a while now, and good buddies of mine, and one of my good friends, really good friends in particular, Scott Parker, who plays keyboards for them. Anyway, I'm really excited that they're going to be playing tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll get a chance to check them out and check out their set, but I wanted to tee up a tune for them here. I know there's a viral video that was going out around a short while ago for one of their singers, or one of their singles, rather. And it was a bunch of people dancing in the video for their first single. But the track I'm going to be playing is called You and I, which is actually my favorite from the EP that they put out. I guess it's over a year old now anyway. But nonetheless, this is Two Crown King with You and I on London Indie Underground.
But you're not who I, so I'm leaving you alone. So go and get on back to September, back to the way that we would want to remember, back to the way that you were at the start before the bridges were burned and we learned who you are. You and I is my biggest mistake today. Yeah. Whoa, my biggest mistake today. You and I is my biggest mistake today. Yeah. My biggest
got me guessing that you won't make it through these hoops that I'm holding, cause you can't take another minute, and it's evident I won't break. But this is only cause I'm worth my weight in gold. Cause I'm worth my weight in gold. I've said this 1,000 times before. Don't bring your bull in my China store. Your talk's cheap, but I'm not gonna buy anymore. Watch when you drop when you're sitting so high on your horse. And I figure this is best for the both of us. Good for the gander and the goose. Now you can finally get a west and get me off of your chest. All the best of what we call this a truce.
You and I is my biggest mistake today.
No, my biggest mistake today.
My biggest mistake
No, my
today.
biggest mistake today.
My biggest mistake
today.
You and I is my biggest mistake
No,
today.
my biggest mistake today.
My biggest mistake
No, my
today.
biggest mistake today.
My biggest mistake today.
Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? It's only been a year and you're starting to show. And though a part of me hopes to water your pot, I'd be doping off a lot of me just awkwardly keeps telling me no. Cause people can change in so many ways. Cause people can change in so many ways. Cause people can change in so many ways.
That was Two Crown King with You and I on London Indie Underground. Great track and some great fellas. Once again, they're playing tomorrow night at the Western Fair. They'll be on stage at approximately 6 p.m. And if you don't know who they are, you need to go and check them out. They put on an excellent live show. So much energy. And I know right now they are working on some new material, hoping to debut some stuff. Maybe before the year's out, not sure. We're going to find out. And we will be doing a podcast with Two Crown King, pending some dates. We're just trying to sort some stuff out. We're going to get them here into the studio and do an intimate and interactive and obviously party. We're going to swale some heavy beers with those boys, and I'm looking forward to it. And if you'd like to follow us and follow all things London Indie Underground, obviously on your screen right now you can see all the detail of where you can find us through Facebook, Ustream, and Twitter. The only thing that's missing up there is going to be our YouTube account, which is where we're uploading all of the podcast stuff after we've completed. Not sure if we're necessarily going to put up the audio portion, but certainly the video stuff. And if you go there right now, youtube.com/London Indie UG, you can find the first inaugural podcast with the Salads, rather, which once again was a heck of a party. And we hope to catch you at the next one. So, we're going to spin here. I got a little band from London, Ontario called the Creekside Strays. And my buddy Justin Shorey plays in that band. And they were kind enough to drop me off some discs, and I had an opportunity to check them out. Have you heard this band?
Actually, I do. Jeremy, I used to work with him for a while.
Right, we played hockey together with that
That's
dude.
right. That's
Okay.
right. Jeremy, yeah. He's
You know,
pretty-
it's funny because he came over here, drop off the disc, and he's like, "Hey, man, do you know Gary Begner?" I'm like, "That's a small world, dude." And I didn't put two and two together until after the fact. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I remember when he started this band, he went to school. He left London to go to school, and that's he was telling me about. He started up the band, and I was always trying to sway him over here, like into the vault to record.
Right.
But then I guess when he's going to school, he had some other hookup. So.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. We're broadcasting to you live, by the way, by the Vault Recording Studio here in East London. You can find us on the old Facebook as well at facebook.com/Rock of the Vault. And you can check out, what we got going on over here. We got some back-to-school specials for you indie bands right now if you're interested. Or heck, if you just want a podcast, you can certainly call us about that too. So anyways, this track coming up here from the Creekside Strays, let me tell you, I had an opportunity to check out this disc. These guys have a really fresh sound. It's quite impressive. I had the opportunity actually to play with them a couple of times during the Norma Jean's, the FM 96 Last Band Standing competition, and we were pitted against the Creekside Strays on that particular night. And real fresh sound. I know they've been playing quite a bit in Toronto at the Horseshoe and in and around these parts.
Mm-hmm.
But so this particular track is the second track off their newest release, and this one's called What's Gotten Into You on London Indie Underground.
Don't let the consuela though she comes over to me. Don't she got the red rose in her red white home and those sandals on her feet, and her hips are shaking to the Moroccan beat, and now fingers pointing at the door like that's the girl she wants to leave. My magnum opus, oh this'll truly be. And all my friends will hear about my lived out a boyhood vanity. The body is prowling all across my sheets, and I'm snocking myself to make sure this is truly not a dream. Oh my baby, what's gotten into you? Oh, my baby, what has gotten into you? Next morning I wake up and she's still asleep. Oh, she's so sexy lying there, I wish she was only mine to keep. No, my wallet will ache, but he'll eventually, 'cause this was the best purchase for a tired and lonely man like me. Oh, my baby, what has gotten into you? Oh, my baby, what has gotten into you? Swear.
That was the Creekside Strays. Nice little track there. Thanks, gentlemen, for dropping off a disc to me. I really appreciate it. Great CD, by the way. You want to make sure you pick it up when you get a chance. Check them out online. I apologize, I don't have the link immediately, but I'm sure if you hit the old Google and hit the Creekside Strays, you'll be able to find them. And once again, thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate you dropping that stuff off.
Good sound. Like,
yeah.
You know, I was telling you while we were listening to the track, really reminds me of almost like a Wide Mouth Mason kind of tone. You know what I mean? Just solid playing throughout. It's got a great vibe to it. You know, just really in there. It's a nice little tune.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so now we're going to segue into a band. This is a band, they're not actually from London, but they've got a London connection. And they're a band called The Mercy Now. And some of us old guys, like yourself and me, might remember back a little while back, there was a band called Shikasta that came out of Toronto. And Shikasta certainly made some noise. As a matter of fact, they even toured with the likes of James Brown. And they were a little three-piece funk band from that area. And so years ago, they disbanded, and they reformed it with a band called The Mercy Now, which actually features one of my best friends, Mr. Lee Rogers, on the drums. Lee is a very talented musician in the Toronto area. Has been working with Ian Blurton on a solo record, which I hope to have some material for you so that you guys can check it out. But anyways, The Mercy Now, this is from their second EP, which is called Love Battles. And so after we listen to the track, we'll come back. I'll give you a little bit more details about them. But this particular track is called Taken for Granted. Great song. London Indie Underground.
Woo.
Tell you, you never did love me. No, no.
That was The Mercy Now on London Indie Underground. Fantastic band. I've had the opportunity to see them play a few times. And that particular track and this album was produced by Ian Blurton, which, like I said, my friend Leaves, the drummer, he's working on a side project. I had the privilege of listening to a few of the tracks. And the way I would describe their new stuff is if you were to take Wings and Peter Gabriel and stick them together, you'd have his new project, which is unbelievable, and I can't wait to get some of that so that I can spin it for you. But check them out. That particular track is a little bit laid back. Their first album is called Self-Control. Unbelievable album, top to bottom, just fantastic. So go and check them out, themercynow.com. You can hear some of their tracks online, and I'm sure you will enjoy them as much as I will. So, Gary, time for a little bit more shameless self-promotion, don't you think?
Sure, why not? Well, okay. So I used to, well, I still play, but I used to play in a band called Lame a long time ago. Like, this is a while ago. Anyways, needless to say, we thought we'd bring a track because it is indie, and it is me. And it is, what is it? The Shameless Self-Promotion Thursdays or Wednesdays?
Spotlight.
Yeah, it's the Spotlight Hour. This is where I dance. You can't see me dancing, though. So anyways,
you, though. It's not a good look for you. Put your pants back on, would you?
Yep. Well, I told you, thong or no. We voted no.
All right. So what's this track? So what's this track called?
Anyway, it's the first track off the album Old Dr. Bomb. It's called Boxed In. Kind of when I write, I kind of try and write songs about killing, but then wrap it up in the guise of a love song. It's kind of a fun thing to do when you write.
It's heartwarming.
It is. It beats the days when I was like all angry about metal and would write about apocalyptic things. I just kind of thought, hey, what would be funnier than to try and write a song about killing and murder, but make it sound like a love song. So it was a challenge for me, right? So anyways, that's what the song is. It's called Boxed In. It's basically about killing. All my songs are about killing.
Awesome. I don't know how awesome that is, but it sounds awesome. All right, so this is Lame with Boxed In on London Indie Underground.
You ever...
That was Lame with Boxed In here on London Indie Underground. My name is Jimmy James. We're broadcasting you live from the Vault Recording Studio in London, Ontario. And we're going to be spinning some indie tracks from in and around the area. Hope you enjoy it. Right off the top of the hour, we did spin some salads from our live podcast that we had on September 1st. We're going to be digging into a few more tracks for them. Boys got a new album coming out called Music Every Day, which is available right now through their website, www.thesalads.com. You can stream it there. You can purchase it online. I encourage you to pick it up because it is bleh. Let's try that again. It is the bomb. So, Mr. Carter's in. You're back.
Back on.
Back on. So listen, I asked Carter to come back on to the microphone to talk about this next band. I'm going to be spinning a band for you here called Lock and Key.
Lock and Key. Great bunch of guys. Great band.
So, Carter, what's your connection to Lock and Key?
Well, the one guitar player, Chris Hasbeck, I've known this guy since I guess I was about 10 years old. He was the first guitar teacher I ever had. The Jedi Master, as it were. And I was the Padawan learner. And this guy, this guy is can shred with the best of them. They've got a sound. I don't know. They kind of have a retro sound to them. Not one song sounds similar to the next, which I just find amazing. It's so interesting to hear. Just one song to the next. These guys are just bringing something you haven't heard before.
Yeah. If you were to draw a comparison to another band, who would you say they sound like?
Oh man, I don't think I could just. It wouldn't just be one. You gotta throw in all kinds of prog rock. There's, Dream Theater.
Wham.
Yes.
Wham.
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 Were they prog rock?
They were. Yeah, that was before George Michael joined the band.
Oh, okay.
They were prog rock.
They went a different direction after that.
It kind of sounded like Yes.
I think
Gotcha.
Wemiski.
Yeah, that's right. Wemiski, Martin, and Dude. Yeah. So we're going to spin a track here. Actually, this is a track that I had the opportunity to produce for this band here at the Vault Recording Studio. It was mastered by a good buddy of mine, Siegfried Meyer, out at Beach Road Mastering. And some of you will know Siggy.
Yeah, Sig.
The guy's a genius. Love that man. So anyways, here we go. This is Lock and Key with Highway on London Indie Underground.
Out
That was Lock and Key with Highway. Lock and Key, great London band.
Great tone, like great album.
Yeah, it was a real privilege for me to work with those guys because, they were, in every sense of it, they were very classic musicians, they're, in terms of approach, the way they like to record, and the sounds that they were looking for, too. They were looking for wide open, big drums, Bonham style.
Yeah.
But at the same time, tight guitar tones, and, we worked with them for a while to capture that tone. They were, thrilled with the product, and obviously I was, too, so.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to roll. Well, first off, actually, before we do that, I want to take an opportunity to mention a couple of sponsors here at London Indie Underground. And the first one that I would like to talk about is the Submission Academy. And the Submission Academy is run by a good friend of mine. His name is Stephen Poulin. And Steve, without question, is one of the most dedicated people that I've ever met in my life. To not only his craft, but to also to supporting people. And he's got a club here in London on Dundas Street, once again called the Submission Academy. They teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And his club is really blowing up right now because of their, the hard work and commitment. And he and his wife, Jane Poulin, are both just fabulous people. And, those of you that are listening that, may be interested in not necessarily just combat sports, because I think sometimes people think that something like jiu-jitsu is, is all about fighting. Well, if anything, jiu-jitsu was created to help the smaller man have an advantage in the event that he had to defend himself. But further from that is just about the commitment to, to personal training. And there's no question that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a great way not only to shed those unwanted pounds, but to tone and condition yourself if you're looking for a unique and fun type of workout. And if so, make sure you check them out online. If you go into Google and you type in the Submission Academy London, very easy to find. And two of the nicest, warmest, most hardworking, dedicated people that I've ever met in my life. And they've been a great sponsor of ours right from the onset and the inception of this idea until this point now. So I definitely got to thank them. And the other person I got to thank is my buddy Scotty Finlayson at Full Color Cards, who hooked me up with a fantastic deal and some brilliant prints on some of my cards here for London Indie Underground. And great commitment once again to the independent community. Scotty Finlayson plays, better known as Scotty Fairmont, who plays with the Fairmonts, who freaking around town. I know many of you have probably seen them before at the Poach. Probably seen them during the summertime out at Barney's on the patio. Great guy, and if you are looking to get some business cards done or some prints, this is the individual we want to see. You can go to fullcolorcards.ca.
Just to interject, this is what it's all about, helping everybody else out. I know that I need new cards for the shop, so I'll be giving Scott a call and picking up some new cards.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll give you a sample here of my business cards. They turned out unbelievably well.
Awesome.
The guy's amazing. All right, so we're going to segue now into another band here from London, which Gary, you brought me a disc today. What did you bring me?
Well, I brought you a couple of things. This one's a local band called the Dyadics. You probably heard of them. They get a lot of. They just were in the paper the other day. They opened up for Faber Drive at the fair, which I wasn't at because I would have got depressed. Just segue there. Anyways, awesome band. Kevin and Matt. Just if you get a chance to see them and hear what comes out of two guys on stage, it just kind of just freaks you out. Matt plays drums all the time, playing basically a kind of like a trigger pad for bass. So there's no bass player, but Matt plays bass with the stick. So he's playing drums, keeping rhythm, great, perfect timing. It's not like a simple drum line that he's doing, but at the same time he's playing an active bass line all through the sticks. Kev plays guitar, sings, and I think Kev also is in charge of the theremin when they use it. It's just awesome. And what you hear here was recorded at Matt's studio. He has a song called recording studio at his place called Swamp Songs, and he does a bit of work. He just worked with Amity Beach as well, did some work there. And hopefully we'll get some of their stuff. I was trying to get some stuff today, but I wasn't able to get it for today. But anyways, either way, these guys are pretty stellar, and they've got a new album out, but this is a track, their first song off the last album, the first album they put out.
So this is the second band where you and I have a bit of a personal connection to, and me unknowingly.
Yeah.
Because Gary and I, we used to play hockey every Thursday night as part of a group here in town, and Gary is a great coordinator to try to rally some people and into some pickup hockey here in town. And I was fortunate to be able to play with these guys. And Matt Weston was one of the players. And the other one, obviously, being Jeremy from Creekside Strays from earlier. Awesome. So, all right. So, what are we going to listen to here? What's the name of the track? This is the lead-off track.
Yeah, I think it's Jump Up.
Yeah, no, it's Get Up.
Get Up. Sorry,
pretty close.
My apologies, Matt.
Pretty close. All right. So, this is the Dyadics with Get Up on London Indie Underground.
What's your
Wow, that was fantastic. And you said that was 2 guys.
Yeah, 2 guys. It's awesome.
Crazy. That was the Dyadics here on London Indie Underground. We're broadcasting you live from the Vault Recording Studio. And all the music that you're hearing in this podcast today is all independent music from in and around the area. And if you are listening, you happen to be in a band or know somebody that's in a band that would like to be featured, get at us. Hook us up.
Hold on.
Let me change.
Sorry.
So I'm changing on the screen here. So you see on the screen the ways to get into contact with us. But if you want to send us your tracks, if you email londonindieunderground@hotmail.com, send it through and we're going to play it. We want to support you. That's what we're here to do.
Send your best track, what you think is the best, the one that you think signifies who you are. That's the best way to do it. Don't send everybody a country song when you're a fucking punk rock band. Then you get all the country kids showing up to your shows and leaving going, fuck, those guys blow.
Yeah, well, listen, I suppose it stands to reason that we're going to play anything, but I suppose that if we had a preference for what we would play, you know, it's either going to be rock and roll or something along those lines. You will not hear any dubstep. You won't hear any dubstep. You might hear some Dub Zeppelin. We got to put this thing together.
Yeah, we can do it.
I'm telling you, it's $1 million idea.
Yep. I can wear a long wig and yell "ooh baby" a lot. I'm good.
Sweet. Did you not see that? You probably saw in the news that there was the countdown on Led Zeppelin's website. They've had a countdown to I think this Saturday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dub Zeppelin.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, do you guys remember Dread Zeppelin?
I do.
Yeah, with the Elvis and all. Yeah, those guys were a great show.
I don't know if it's in the same vein at all. I'm guessing not. But Radio Dread. Did you ever listen to Radio Dread?
No, that sounds pretty awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So basically, you can imagine you take Radiohead songs and you put like a reggae, like a dub approach to it, and the whole album was recorded in that vein. It's awesome. I wish I had some of it. I'd spin it for you. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. That's cool.
Right on. All right. Well, moving right along.
Yeah.
So we have had a ton of submissions of tracks. And I just want to thank everybody for sending in, and because without you guys, we have nothing. We just got a couple fucking guys sitting around talking about wigs and Dread
Zeppelin. And then I'm going to have to start talking about the NHL lockout, and we're going to be here for hours.
You know what? I would actually like to talk about that in a bit, because the podcast is not just about independent music, although that's what it's advertised as, but it's also opinions, perspectives, personalities, that sort of thing. All right, so moving right along. So this is a band, I believe they're out of the Kitchener area. You have to forgive me because I don't have all the details, but they're a band called the Cobrahawks. And they've sent me in a couple of tracks here. I've had the opportunity to check them out. Yeah?
Jim, I hate to interject. It is 20 after the hour.
It's 20 after the hour.
Traffic is moving rather slowly today out on Princess. It's a nice sunny day. We're going to have a nice cool evening tonight. That's about it. Have a good day.
When you mean traffic, you mean the one dirty bum on the bike that's raiding the garbages?
Yep.
And there's one dude, okay, in the building that I'm in, it's a pretty secure building, but then the neighborhood is a bit sketchy. And there's one guy that's always ripping apart the garbage cans, and I know he's looking for cans and stuff like that, but I mean, I've seen people flick like a cigarette butt and like turn their back and yoink, it's already been picked up. And I got to thinking to myself, is this such a bad thing? You know, that these people are, you know, I mean, I suppose you could feel bad for them, but at the same time, they're doing us a valuable service and cleaning up. I just wish they clean up after themselves and they make a fucking mess in front of the building. Like the garbage was everywhere.
Yeah.
Hobo Halloween. That's amazing. I got to tell you, and it's those of you that are listening, first off, thank you for your messages and your tweets. Very appreciative of all the feedback from everybody. And apart from our podcast that we did this September 1st, this is really our first indie stream. And I got to tell you guys, I'm having a blast here. This is so much fun.
It is.
I mean, who would have thought that we could set up a couple of microphones and just say whatever the fuck we want?
You can say fuck.
Yeah, we can say fuck a million times if we want.
You could. Just because of that, I'm not going to do it now. Fug.
Wah, wah. All right, so enough about fuck. So we're going to play some Cobrahawks here. So let me see what we got. Make sure my volume's up. All right, so this is Taste My Rock and Roll by the Cobrahawks and London Indie Underground.
I'm a man, loaded gun in my hand, got you in my sights, I'm gonna wreck your life, my sweat bleeding, I run the streets, I steal your soul, you say your prayers, bombs in the air, I will explode, come on, let's go, wanna taste of my life. You wanna taste my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste my rock and roll, my rock and roll.
That was the Cobrahawks with Taste My Rock and Roll here on London Indie Underground. What a fantastic song.
That's awesome. That is the first time I've heard it. Just awesome. Nice use of the Iron Maiden harmonies on the guitars at the end there. That was awesome.
Solid track, solid recording. Well done. Which poses the point that Gary brought up earlier. If you're going to send us your tracks, make sure you send us your money, what you want people to hear. I mean, you can certainly send us a couple, but make sure you point out which ones you want to be showcased. All right, so I'm going to play a band here for you. Another band from London, Ontario. This band is called Ghostship Victoria. This is a band that I had the privilege to work with here at the Vault Recording Studio. And we recorded a 4-song EP for them, which is the precursor to an album that's going to be coming out. And this was the kind of the pre-production, if you will. Wanted to get a feel for what these songs were going to sound like. And one of them in particular turned out unbelievably well. This is a song called Alice by Ghostship Victoria here on London Indie Underground. That was Ghostship Victoria with Alice here on London Indie Underground. And, obviously I want to make it a point to support some of the bands that come into the Vault Recording Studio that track with me. And it's a real privilege, I got to tell you. But I love their sound. What were you saying they sounded like, Gary?
To me, it sounded like the early Alexis on Fire. Just the playing on it was fantastic. The recording's great. Not like trying to blow smoke up your ass, but just like in here when when you guys are listening to it at home, we basically have the headphones off and we've got it cranked in the room, and it just sounds stellar. So yeah, it's a great tone, articulate playing. It's just really nice, precise, and just heavy. It sounds great.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much, by the way. The singer for that band, his name is Mike. Mm-hmm. He also plays in a band called the Divine Right of Kings, which just recently played the Southern Ontario Metal Festival.
Nice.
And that's a great segue for me, actually, because I wanted to point out that because of the amount of music that we receive, obviously we're not going to be able to cram it all into just one show. So those of you that have sent in and are listening, and if you don't hear your track, don't fret. We're gonna play it. We're gonna be doing this every Wednesday from 7 to 9. And so, without you, we would be nothing. So please make sure to send in your tracks. But those of you that have sent them in already, rest assured we are going to be playing them for you. All right, Gary. So you brought some songs for us today too.
Yeah, I brought a bunch of different stuff, just stuff that I thought might lend to it. It's all basic indie stuff. But we're going to basically hit up a friend of mine's band. They're called The Hard Party. Originally from Oshawa, Ontario, but the singer, and this is where the connection comes in, the singer's now moved to Waterloo. So that kind of helps out. So if anybody's looking for a band for gigs out this way, they're kind of looking to start playing out this way as well. But they're called The Hard Party. They were produced by Mark Holman, basically Moby, known from Scratching Post and one of the original founding members of the almighty Trigger Happy and such, and is now, now with the band Take Drugs. It's basically a part lineup of like Al Nolan from Trigger Happy is now with that group. It's their new band kind of coming out. But anyways, this is The Hard Party. The song's called Triumph Fuck, and it's pretty cool. You might enjoy this.
Right on. It's from the album Happy to Birthday to Me.
Yeah,
it's a clever name. So The Hard Party here on London Indie Underground.
Well,
some mad air guitar over here, right here. Can't see this, but it's
but
impressive.
you are rocking it.
Rocking out. The Hard Party, London Indie Underground. That was great.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, eh?
Yeah, they certainly curse a lot in that song. And we can curse on here.
Which is the best part about it.
Well, maybe not the best
not
part.
the best, yeah. We can talk about anything we want, though.
Speaking of which.
Segue.
So, let's talk some hockey.
Uh-huh.
So I certainly know a couple of you out there listening got to be hockey fans, and obviously this is Canada's sport. And we're on the verge of yet another lockout by Mr. Gary Bettman. I'm going to lock you out. Owner said lock you out. So, what's your take? What's your thoughts?
Disgust. Hatred. Just frustration.
See, I mean, I can understand that for you because, what's your team? Vancouver Canucks, right?
Yep.
See, I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I think they have a better chance of making the playoffs if there is a lockout. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But in all seriousness, though, I mean, what do these two got to do to make a deal? I mean, have you been reading some of the specifics about this at all?
I've been keeping so detached from it just because when they've known that this was coming for so long, and I know the NHLPA tried to work stuff out early, and the owners group and the NHL themselves kind of walked away from it to force the hand. And again, always trying to make each side tries to make the other look bad. They're so greedy, they want this, they want that. And it just gets to the point that, like, really, for Canada, for Canadians, we're going to watch the games. It's part of our heritage. It's what we do, right? It's like, come wintertime, call your friends up. They'll come over to your house to watch a game. They won't come over to help move furniture, but you tell them a game's on, and they'll be there, and they'll bring the beer. Instead, you have to feed them. It's bizarre to me. But anyways, in a market that's struggling, like down in the States, where you're basically trying to gain traction, and you still haven't been able to gain traction in your new expansion markets for so long, and then you're going to go through another lockout. Do you really think Dallas is going to survive? Like, is Nashville going to survive? Is Phoenix going to survive that? No.
Well, and I think that was the point of the players' proposal. I had an opportunity to read it. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that and looking into the specifics and the details. But from the players' perspective, first off, the league wants them to take, what was the first offer that they offered was 43% of the league revenue, where before they were 57%. So, I mean, that's a huge disparity. Second, their counter proposal on the NHLPA was they wanted a better revenue sharing system to help those small market teams that, even have trouble meeting the salary cap floor and can't really be competitive because they don't have the dollars to sign, players to lucrative contracts. And what really bugs me is, on the one hand, you've got the ownership group that's saying, we want to reduce salaries, we want to roll back, we want to limit contract lengths, we want to do this, that, and the other thing, but yet they're the ones that are handing out these, 10, 11, 12-year deals, front-end loaded with some stupid cap hit.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's frustrating because to the average, NHL fan, they're not really going to care about all the specifics and the semantics. They just want to fucking see hockey. You know what I mean? I desperately want to see my team lose.
Yeah.
I'm a glutton.
Yeah, no worries. It's going to happen.
Good old Mr. Burke, please fucking do something. So
they got to do something for it, because really, hey, you've basically got my old management team running your team.
Right, and they're doing a bang up job.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you put it all in the pot. It doesn't. It might be a good stew. It might be a bad stew. You know what I mean? It's all the chemistry.
The milk's gone bad.
Yeah.
So I guess right now it's Saturday is the proposed lockout. Gary Bettman saying he's going to shut her down.
Yep.
And today both the PA and the league swapped proposals.
Mm-hmm.
And now Gary Bettman's saying the proposal that they have on the table, if the PA doesn't accept it by the weekend, that they're going to pull it off of the table, to suggest that this is the best deal that they're going to get, and which I think is laughable, because they're still not willing to capitulate on some of the key points that the PA needs. But like I said, at the end of the day, to the layman, we just want to see our hockey, right? So Mr. Bettman, the NHL Players Association, please just kiss and make up. Make this happen for us, because God damn it, we're Canadians. We need our hockey. We got to see this. I mean, it's a tradition. I don't know about your house, man, but, that first game, the puck drops, is October 2nd, wherever the date is opening. I got my jersey on, man. I got my beer in my hand. I'm ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You look forward to it. You hate the end of the season, because then really, what do you get? You know, you just wait.
Yeah, what were they running on TV during the last lockout? They had like a bunch of really lame movies and hockey movies.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like I had the Mighty Ducks were on like 30 times a week or whatever.
Slapshot 2 and 3, but not 1. Like
Yeah.
the one you want to watch is never on, but you got to sit through Slapshot 3. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just horrendous. Like, come on. And then you know what's going to happen, right?
What's that?
They'll kiss and make up, and then in every city there will be a full-page ad from the NHL and the NHLPA. Thank you, fans, for sticking by us. Meanwhile, nobody's sticking by you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like...
You don't
please-
think the fans are going to come back?
No, you know what? I think they're going to lose a lot of their market if they do a lockout. Like, because it doesn't matter the revenue sharing or whatnot. Places like Dallas, you can do revenue sharing all you want, but if you don't fill the stands, like, what's the sense? You know what I mean? It's hard to really run a team that way. And then after a while, what ends up happening? All the other teams that are kicking all their profits into these small market teams who can't even bring fans into the market, like into the house to watch the games. It's not even fun to play. Then their big stars that they've signed for lucrative contracts want out. You know, because really nobody trains that hard to play a game in front of their friends.
So what you're saying is like a team like my team, the Toronto Maple Leafs,
Mm-hmm.
who right now I would assume, because they were one of the the most
Lucrative teams.
lucrative teams,
Mhm.
good word, are sharing probably the biggest piece of the pie or the
Mhm.
biggest piece of the revenue
Yep.
and sending it down to the smaller market teams that are kicking their ass.
Yeah,
So I mean, we can't win for losing. We're
No.
not only we're paying our team to lose, we're paying for another team.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vancouver's the same. Like, you know, and it was funny because a little while ago when the Canadian dollar was weak and the mighty U.S. dollar was so strong, right? Revenue sharing was off the, like, they didn't, like, Bettman didn't want anything to do with that because that revenue was coming up to Canada. Like, you know what? I don't care what anybody says. The dude just doesn't like Canada. Like, he doesn't think we should have anything to do with anything. You know, if it was up to him when the dollar went, he's happy to shut down a Canadian market. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure when Winnipeg came back, he was cursing, like, this just, this sucks. And now Quebec's on par to get another team because it's the Canadian team. It's a Canadian game, so we're going to support it. But to put another team down in the U.S. is just a freaking waste of money.
Well, let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, the guy's a douchebag.
True.
You ever listen to him talk? Like,
Yeah.
He's just such a dick.
Yeah.
And people don't like him. And I mean, what he made? He was making $3 million during the last lockout period, which, by the way, they got paid
Mhm.
during the lockout, which the players do not.
Nope.
And now he's making $8 million.
Yep.
Right. But yet he's telling the players that, oh no, you need to take at least 10% less plus a 24% rollback of your existing salaries.
Yep.
Wow.
It's always funny how that happens. People in control that are taking all the big money are willing to tell everybody else to take less, but
Right,
they won't step up and say, "Well, here's."
So you've negotiated in good faith with your employer, and this is the deal that you've agreed on, which is the deal that they wanted. I
Mhm.
mean, they wanted a cap system, they wanted cost certainty,
Yep.
and now you're saying, well, that system didn't work. Well, it was your system that you implemented and you wanted, and now you're trying. Not only at the time did they roll back salaries 24%, the cap was $39 million, which if it was in place this year would be what, 70.1. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, right?
Yep.
But I mean, all that is semantics and details that I'm sure most of you people are probably not interested in. You just want to see your fucking hockey, just like me. Anyway, nothing to do with hockey, but we're going to segue back to some music here. And, off the top, those of you that were listening, we played some salads for you from our live podcast. I'd like an opportunity to now to play a track for you, the lead-off track from their new album. This is a track called Music Every Day, which features Angelo Moore from Fishbone,
Nice.
which is amazing. A number of years back, the Salads had an opportunity to tour with Fishbone through Canada, and I got to take in that show here at Call the Office, which is incredible to see a band like that. The time I had seen them before, Fishbone, that is, was with the Chili Peppers at the Molson Amphitheater. So to give you some perspective on a band that's a part of that big of a tour is here in London, Ontario. Nonetheless, Darren and Angelo formed a friendship, and they managed to keep in touch over the years. And I guess one day, Darren just floated a message over to Angelo and said, "Hey, listen, are you interested in being on a Salads track? We're working on this song." And he was very receptive to it. So they sent down the audio. He went into a recording studio in LA and cut his tracks for this. Sent it back, and the results were outstanding. So this is the lead-off track. This is Music Every Day by the Salads on London Indie Underground. Great track. That was the Salads with Music Every Day, the lead-off track to their new album, which coincidentally rather is the same title, Music Every Day, which is right now available through their website. You can go and stream and check it out if you like at thesalads.com. Also available for purchase through there, and they're doing it all indie. So make sure you support those guys. If you like them, if you dig them, pick it up.
Give them your money.
So interesting note, too. The bass player from the Salads, Mr. Chuck Daly, some of you may know this, but recently had subbed in for I Mother Earth and had played a show here at Rock the Park at downtown in London here, which was amazing. And I guess it turns out that Bruce, who's the bass player from My Mother Earth, had some conflicts because he's playing with the Blue Man Group, which is hilarious, actually, and a funny story that I heard that some of their promo pictures that they did, because they've got the new track, We Got the Love. And during that time when they were shooting some of their promo pictures, I guess Bruce was in his Blue Man Group, and it's like really thick latex paint or whatever it is that they put on. And he didn't have enough time to get out of it. So when he shot his photos with I Mother Earth, he shot it as the Blue Man Group guy, which is hilarious. But it turns out that there was some conflicting dates. And they asked Chuck to step in and fill in those dates for him. And Chuck also plays in a cover band with Brian Byrne, the singer from My Mother Earth, and Christian Tanner, the drummer. It's called the Flaming Hoops, I believe. And they play in and around the GTA, and of course that was the in for Chuck. But he's flying high like Ozzy right now. The guy's just loving it.
Yeah, how can you not?
And how can you not be? I mean, I know it's one of his favorite bands, and obviously great to see a talented musician like that to be able to play with one of his dream acts. So great to see. Hopefully we'll see I Mother Earth around here again. That was a fantastic show. I don't know. Did you get a chance to go down to Rock the Park at all?
No, I wasn't even in town.
No?
I think I was in California during that time.
Oh, okay.
Name dropping California.
Well, you missed out.
Yes, I did.
All right, so before we play some music here, I just wanted to point out there's a couple of events coming up. We talked earlier about the Western Fair. Two Crown King is going to be playing tomorrow night, about 6 p.m. on the main stage if you want to go and check them out. And a couple of local events for you. First off, Forwell Hall, which is at Fanshawe College. This is on Friday. Monster Truck is going to be playing with the Gentlemen Husbands and the Baxters. Have you heard Monster Truck?
Yeah, I have actually. Pretty cool.
Fantastic band. We'll be looking to feature some of their stuff. And let me see. What do we got here?
Tomorrow night at the Aeolian Hall, John K. Sampson's playing. He's doing an acoustic. If you don't know who John K. Sampson is, he's basically the guitar player from the Weaker Thans, guitar player from the Weaker Thans, and of course one of the original founding members of Propagandy. So he's doing a show tomorrow night at Aeolian.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And to give a local indie shout out, Night Owl on Friday night is going to be the Penske File with Rust Belt Lights. That's at the Night Owl. If you've not been to the Night Owl, it may be one of London's best kept secrets, right next to the Early Bird, which has some fantastic food. Have you been to the Early Bird?
Haven't been down there yet.
Oh, man, you got to try their turducken sandwich.
I've heard about the turducken. I've also heard about the cheese's crust.
Yeah, sinfully delightful.
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, Gary, so we mentioned earlier you brought a couple of tracks for us.
Yeah.
So what else we got here?
Well, this is kind of cool. To me, it's cool anyways. I used to play a long time ago in a metal band called Leftovers. Nobody out here knows who the hell we are. And basically, I don't think anybody knows any of the bands I played in because that works out well for me. But anyways, these guys were really popular back then at the same time, but they've just reformed, new lineup basically. But new albums just come out. It just dropped a couple days ago, and they just played a show in Toronto. But they're called Soulstorm. Really heavy, but pretty awesome. And the reality of it is like, when most people like nowadays were just learning about metal, these guys were already in the trenches, playing hardcore. When Creator was big, these guys were playing, already. And just pretty heavy track, really slickly produced out of Toronto. But again, playing them more, just the connection would be me. They're my friends.
Awesome. All right, so check it out. So this is a track called Follow the Rebel Angels by
Soulstorm
on London Indie Underground.
We're not sinners because we sin, but we sin because we are sinners. accessible terms. We're not evil because of the evil we do, but we do evil because we are evil.
Whoa. That was Soulstorm with Follow the Rebel Angels.
Heavy.
By the way, Cookie Monster called. He wants his cookies back.
Yes.
That was a bit unexpected. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I love the heavy stuff. Don't get me wrong. But,
Yeah.
whoa.
You weren't expecting that?
No, I wasn't. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to switch it up. I mean, when we went from music every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Quite
heavy.
the contrast. And you're going to hear that a lot on London Indie Underground because that's what we do. We spin independent music. We don't discriminate. As long as you send us the good stuff, we'll play it.
Except for dance pop.
Yes.
Jim will not play dance pop.
I will not. I will not play dubstep. I will not
Except
play
for-
Nickelback.
Except for Dub Zeppelin.
Yes.
Copyright.
All right. So, that brings us to the end of our program here. And right off the top, I would like to thank, obviously, our sponsors once again. I want to thank the Submission Academy, Steve and Jane Poulin. And I would also like to thank Full Color Cards, my buddy Scotty Finlayson. If you need any work done, make sure you see this guy. Outstanding. And Gary, I want to thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
No, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Great job. And those of you that are listening, if you are looking to get some T-shirts done, because that's what bands do, and that's oftentimes when bands that's where they make money, is off their merch.
That's right.
I mean, let's be honest. And how can they get into contact with you?
Just hit me up at basically Gary at shirtforbrains.ca. So shirt for brains, not shit for brains, as much as my father would say. Drop me there, or you can check us out online, see some of the work that we've done at www.shirtforbrains.ca. And we're trying to help out anybody, so give us a call.
Awesome. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Carlos Spicy Wiener,
woohoo,
a.k.a. Carter Zinn.
Jimmy James, thanks for having me out, man.
No, thanks, brother. We appreciate Carter did a coffee run for us. Much appreciated.
Now I've got the shakes.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Mm-hmm. But you're feeling better.
Well, not really. I keep having to mute my mic here so I don't hack up a lung for y'all.
I was just trying to let people know that you're feeling better.
Well, feeling better about the fact that, we successfully made it through this first podcast.
Exactly, yeah. And people are listening.
Yeah, they are. We're getting some great feedback, too. Getting some tweets. We're reading your tweets.
Excellent.
We're getting your message from the Facebooks. We're everywhere. We're all over the interweebs. So, please send us in your tracks. LondonIndieUnderground@hotmail.com. If you are in a band and you would like to have your music featured, please send it to us. Those of you that have submitted your tracks already and you didn't hear it today, don't fret. We are going to get to them. We are going to spin them for you. We're here to support you. Every Wednesday night, we're going to be broadcasting from 7 until 9. We'll be having some guest hosts. We'll be having some funny conversations. We might talk some more hockey, just warning you. But it's all indie, and we're here to support you. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Please give us your feedback. Send us your tweets. This is London Indie Underground signing off. I'm Jimmy James from the Vault Recording Studio. Thank you very much.
London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground. London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground with your host Sarah. London Indie Underground, underground.